I'm Pete McNeil. I'm a mad scientist. I'm going to tell you about Message Sniffer. We're creating a collection of short videos to help bring people up to speed. We want to answer any questions people might have. We want to provide training materials for new sort monsters that come on board. And we want to build a repository of good ideas we can go back and review at any time. We'll start with the basics, and then later we'll get into more details about how Message Sniffer works and how all of the pieces fit together. Message Sniffer is a spam and malware filter that combines intelligent machines and really smart people to protect systems on the internet. The software and design for Message Sniffer sprang from my synthetic intelligence research back in the 70s. Before we had PCs, I was developing ways to build robots that could work together and respond intelligently to their environment. They'd have to recognize patterns buried deep in their sensor data, and they had to respond in real time without the use of a large computer. In short, they had to collaborate and they had to recognize patterns really, really fast. When PCs showed up in the 80s, I started applying this technology to all sorts of problems. Fast script interpreters, decision support systems, and distributed computing technologies. But then came the 90s, and we got the internet. With the internet, we got email. With email, we got spam. Spam was a real nuisance, so like everybody else, we started to filter it. I had just the thing for recognizing patterns, so I turned our robot brains into a spam fighting engine. By the early 2000s, we were selling that engine to other folks. That's what has grown today into Message Sniffer. Spam started as an irritation and quickly became a more serious problem. A spam storm could take down your mail server, and if you're an ISP, it could take down your entire network by saturating your bandwidth. Most of this traffic is advertisements. There's lots of money to be made on the internet selling stuff to people, and everybody wants a piece of it. But it gets worse. To beat the filtering, black hats has started to spread viruses, trojans, and malware that takes over people's PCs. That way, they don't have to pay for their hardware or bandwidth, and it's harder to detect them and shut them down. The internet's been infected by a plague of misguided entrepreneurs, casual hackers, and professional criminals who engage in everything from human trafficking to cyber warfare for hire. And the infections make it a dangerous and sometimes violent place. It needs an immune system. That's what we do.